What up, this is Soso with Detour ENT here at Focus TV Studios, and we are back with another video. And we have with us a special guest today, Turnt Up.
Hey, what up, though? What up, though?
What up? Right, Turnt Up on the film, right?
You already know. That's what's up.
How you feeling?
Good, good. How y'all been?
All right. I'm all right.
Good.
So, one thing is, I want to just, say I appreciate you coming on, interviewing with us, because I have interviewed him on a previous platform that I had called The Real Visual Outlet. So I appreciate you, coming back on, still, supporting the movement and everything like that.
Sure.
So it's been 2 years since I interviewed you last. So why don't you give the new viewers a little bit of who you are and basically how you started, how you started in all things, camera and music, because I know you do photography, you do film, you do music videos, and then you're an artist as well.
Yep. So what's up? They call me Turnt Up on the film on Instagram. I do movies, photography, I do music management. I'm an artist myself. I make beats sometimes. I basically started off about 2013. We started a label called Beyond Global, me and my mans. And then from there, it was just me and him making music. Then pushed 3 years later, we started signing artists and everything. We had a nice team for a minute. Everybody was working. But it was teenagers, so as time goes, they break off to something else. So the few that we stayed with, we stayed pushing, doing music, started doing shows, and then eventually we got into movies.
Okay.
So I always wanted to go to school to do movies, so I ended up going to Spec Howards. And so from there I did radio. We did little skits. It wasn't really what I wanted to do, because they make you do like news stuff just to get you in the field of how stuff's supposed to go.
Okay.
So then pushed 3 years later from that, I dropped a few mixtapes, 3 volumes of a mixtape called Turnt Up's World. Right now, I'm currently working on 2 EPs. I'm working on movies. I got movies out there that help directed, like Betrayal 1, Betrayal 2, with you may know Lucy Cavalli.
Right.
I work with Plug Love Tia, helping pushing the brand out. We was working on a movie with her too, so we still trying to get that together. The movie we working on now is called Art of Betrayal, and I'm also with Jay Lamont. He got a movie called Young Boys with Risk Taker, D-Boy, Payroll, Mike, and a few more.
Okay.
And then I also working on my own stuff too, as far as trying to get back to doing web series. So there's really a lot going on. I got several companies.
He said real Jamaican, right? Got your hands just about everything.
Wear a lot of hats.
Right. So I know you mentioned Specs Howard. Do you feel like that was something that you kind of needed to do, was to go to school there? Because I know, I think it cost $5,000 or something like that to go to that school. Oh, that you owe. You said that I owe. Y'all ain't getting y'all money either.
Well, not right now. Pushing this shit back. You waiting to see if Joe Biden erasing nigga shit now?
Hell, he need to erase 2 of them.
Good job, Joe.
Right.
I feel like I didn't have to go, because when I first graduated from high school, I was supposed to go there, but my mama ended up sending me to chef school, and I can cook, but I hate cooking at the same time. Like, I will cook for
all them dishes you gotta clean up afterwards and stuff too.
It's not even the dishes, but I clean up a lot. Like, people in my house will tell you I clean up a lot, because I'm just a neat freak. But it's just a part of cooking all day, every day for some people that are ungrateful. So, other than that, but I went to chef school. And then I went to Spec Howards, and I feel like at Spec Howards, they don't really teach you what you really want to know, that you could do yourself. So everything I really learned, I learned on myself, or being on set with y'all and stuff like that. So it just came to mind. But I'm a hands-on type of person.
Right.
So in there, they trying to get you to read the book, memorize words. And then when you get out here, you be like, hey, bring me that defibrillator, bring me this and that. And people like, huh? Like, bring me that box over there. Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So you more like a secretary or a So, you mentioned that you do films, and I know, there are some people who might be curious of what it's like to make a film. Because I know that I've been interested in doing it. I don't know if I can do a full film, but, I can do probably try like something short, 2 minutes long. But even that takes, time to do something 2 minutes long. So I know you had mentioned when you were filming some of the Lucy Cavalli film that you did it with just an iPhone.
Yeah.
So speak to that a little bit. Like, how was that, like doing something like that with just something as small as a phone?
Man, that take me back to the old days, because I before even filming a movie on the iPhone, I used to film like music videos off an iPhone.
On the iPhone too.
So it's like basically you recording a video of you, like we here now, we taking selfies. That's pretty much it. But now we got stuff that connect with the phone, like microphones or like a little enhanced camera thing. But basically we just used the settings on the iPhone and we downloaded the movie app on there to shoot the movie. And it was just simple. And then just the audio, taking it, putting it in the, going to the studio, enhancing the audio. And that was pretty much it, because everything else you can do on the computer. So you could have shot with a razor, you know what I'm saying, the camera phone.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have did something right there though.
I don't know. I can make a movie on
with
anything.
the razor. I gotta see that one. Let's go. I gotta see that one.
Razor.
Yeah, but the camera though, it give you that old school feel. So you know what I'm saying? Because when you see music videos nowadays, they always
put it
doing
on
that
there,
old
right,
school
little
feel and
effects.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, we did like 2 movies off of an iPhone.
Okay.
And they got almost close to 1 billion views.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say that was one thing I seen too was like the Betrayal and the Betrayal too, like it was getting like hundreds and thousands of views and stuff like that. So big ups to you for like filming something like that a lot of people was able to kind of see.
Oh yeah, man, it's a blessing. Man.
Yeah, and I see too, like a lot of these indie films, it's hard too, because you don't have those big production, things, and there's things that go wrong, what I mean, while you're filming, and things that you got to kind of be quick on the spot to fix, and something like that. So
yeah, we learned from the first one, because the first one is we had everybody in the comments talking about, dang, old girl here done changed 6 times every time y'all filming. It's like we had certain parts where like, oh, they wasn't on the phone, and you see that they wasn't on the phone. So it was a lot we had to go back and do. And the second one, we like, all right, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing that.
Right. So what have you learned from, like, because what was your first film that you've done?
My very first one, it was called One Way In, Two Ways Out. And on that set, it was just trying to get people to remember their lines.
Okay.
And like the color grade. Like my biggest thing that I try to critique myself on all the time is color grading and shooting at night. Because during the day, you got the perfect lighting. It's just at nighttime trying to get that light to a certain point, trying to get it together, and then trying to get people to know their lines. Yeah. I tell you, we was filming yesterday, and people knew their lines, but it's just when, say we get here, and now we laughing with each other. Now we ain't being professional no more. It's just like, what up, bro? Yeah. It turned from a 1 hour shoot to a 2-day shoot now.
So what's,
No,
you can go ahead.
No, so like with like the lines thing, do you give a set line, like you have to say this, or is it like, do you prefer somebody like improv or like put your own name, but it has to be in this context? Like you have to be saying this, but you can say it in your way, or would you prefer somebody just saying, hey man, just say the shit like I wrote it, goddamn.
Right. Nah, I realized that because the Betrayal movies, they were written. But the other movies that I did, it was no written, no nothing. It was just basically he had a theme for it, he had the dialogue, go off it, but stay on course.
Right.
And that movie, I loved it.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, everybody was acting their own self.
More
and
natural.
people gonna go off course, of course. Right. But they got in character. It helped them more better.
Helped them more without having to realize.
Yeah.
Hey, sucker.
Yeah, because we could laugh and then come back like, all right, yeah, then I killed them, you know what I'm saying? You know? So I feel like if you know what I'm saying, got the thing for it and just telling the person, hey, I need you to say this and that, and then boom, that's it, it's more better. But the lines too is perfect too, because it's helped easier when chopping and cutting the scene.
Like going from transition to
transition.
transition.
No.
So what's a typical day like for you? Being a film director and doing all these other things that you do. What's a typical day like for you? You seem like you a busy man.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Man, I got a village of 9, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get them, make sure they stay off the streets.
But you talking about like kids and stuff like that?
Yeah,
you got 9 kids?
They're not mine, but they
Okay,
mine.
that's you.
You
Okay,
feel
I
me?
get what you're saying.
Yeah, so I basically had them almost every other day. They really helped me shoot my videos, or they dance and everything. I got
Is that the clown, like the clowns? Yeah,
yep.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, so I got them doing clown stuff. I got 2 of them that's trying to be in basketball, trying to get them to the NBA. So really, when I don't have stuff to do, or we had a standstill like during the pandemic, all I was filming was them hooping. I had them helping me do camera shots and all this and that. So pretty much every day is really filming off the phone until I pick up a camera and we doing something. So if not that, then I'm in the studio recording every day.
No days off.
No days off.
Right. So. And you just mentioned it. So how did the pandemic affect you? You know, I mean, your business and what you do.
I wouldn't say it affected. I mean, certain clients had to push back because the venues closed and everything that. But during that time, I really got to sit down and watch like a lot of videos that I watched, the tutorials on YouTube, because you can learn to do anything off YouTube. So I spent that whole time learning more about my camera, learning more about me doing music and mixing and mastering, and pretty much took that whole entire time to help establish a couple businesses and see what I got to do so I can make sure next year we all millionaires.
Right.
So that's pretty much what I did every day. So I mean, I was lazy though, but hey,
some lazy moments.
Woke up the next day, was like, all right, I'm gonna do something today.
Right.
For real, today is the day.
Today is the day. So I done did a lot of big investments off this too. So
yeah,
that's another thing about the pandemic is it helped us people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of black-owned business now.
You got time to plan, strategize.
That's
right.
That's good.
So I know that you know, here in Detroit, we've had a lot of like rain and flooding and things like that. And I think I seen in your Facebook that your basement had got flooded too.
3 times.
During like 3 times. I know I seen it during like the first one. So 3 times. And I think, you know, when I was seeing it that you had your equipment in the basement too. So what, like, did you have to restart some stuff? Like what happened with that? Did you lose?
I lost a computer that had most of my videos on there. I lost the backdrop equipment. I lost a few lights. I lost 1 camera. And I lost the whole, like, few times. Like, I set the whole basement up. I had, like, tile I bought from Big Lots. And I had, like, color graded the whole floor and everything. I lost all of that.
So how do you recoup from that? Like, what did you end up doing? You had to reach out to all of those people or reshoot?
The videos that was already on there was like one of my main artists, Made Man Ghost. It was like videos because he will shoot videos back to back and he'll leave them on there so he can go to them later. So them videos we can redo. But other stuff I had to reshoot. One or two clients I had to go back and reshoot their videos and then edit off my laptop.
Right.
So now I'm in my kitchen. And we cooking at the same time.
Right.
So,
you had to move it from the basement. Like, I wouldn't put it back in the basement no more.
Nah, because it just keeps flooding and it made me so mad. I lost everything. So now I'm waiting on FEMA to bring me my money so I can redo some stuff.
Right.
I'm telling you now, there's some people that's not up, you know, they're not okay with their FEMA check versus what they lost. So,
oh yeah, I know.
I'm gonna say this on camera. You might not get back what you need back or whatever.
Right.
Cause I know some barbers that's pissed. I know some other camera people that's totally pissed. This famous shit. They're like, this isn't worth what I lost. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Say it's up.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's get into your music. So, like I said, you do a lot of different things. Is there one particular thing that you prefer to do the most?
Not necessarily. I want to get back to making beats. Like I used to make beats every day when I was in high school. I would make at least 3 to 4 beats a day. And now that I'm older, it's like I don't really have the patience to sit there and make it. Like I'll make a melody, have a bass line, and then 3 seconds later delete it. So like I delete it. Like I got the whole setup and just be deleting it. So now I kind of like days that I'm free, I would try to make it, save it, then come back to it later. Or I would write some music. Like last night, I didn't have nothing to do, but I didn't have my microphone because I left it in my director car. So I was just writing music all last night. So, but I'm trying to get back pushing music full time.
Okay.
Because I take everything else serious and I'm making money off of that. So I might as well get back to my roots and make money off of that.
Right. You kind of been pushing that to the back burner. Do you have any, projects like your latest project? Because I think I've seen, I don't know, it was a, I don't know if it was a mixtape or an EP recently that you had done. But do you have anything that's like, you know, more recent that you've been working on?
The last one I dropped was the Turnt Up World Volume 3. No, it was the Turnt Up. It's like but you can call it like a season finale, like an episode. But I got 3 volumes of this mixtape called Turnt Up's World, and then the last one was just called Turnt Up. So I dropped that one, and that's on that Piff and SoundCloud. So now I'm working on 2 EPs. I'm gonna make money off beats that I own and everything.
Okay.
And so I starting on those 2. And then I'm also working on a mixtape with my brother. His name Tel Moonday, and we got a song called "What I Gotta Do." So right now we kind of surfacing that song on all the Facebook reviews, the online radios, just trying to get critique off it so we can make it blow. Cause a lot of people feeling it. Some people say, so we just trying to work with that. And I got what else? It's a Beyond Global album we working on too, so it's a collab of like all the artists I work with and people I manage, and then it's a lot of music going on. So it's basically all projects, collab projects, and then working with my artist RJ Stacks, working with my big brother Meat Man, and we trying to get them they mixtape out. But everybody now we pushing on United Masters. Okay. So our songs kind of starting to spread on all platforms now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to get what is your take on NFTs? Have you heard of those?
No, I sound familiar though.
So NFTs are basically like digital. I want to use a bigger word than things, but digital stuff, right? That people
like
sell.
Exclusive rights to
right. So they're selling these exclusive rights to people who can then resell for a bigger price, basically. I mean, you can double it, triple it, whatever it may be.
The end goal.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think this is attached to something else. Because that's what you see that the Rockefellers in a big dispute about. Dame Dash wanted to sell his portion and make an NFT of his portion, a reasonable doubt, basically. So I really think it's connected to something else because right now we don't get it. Right. That's what we kind of trying to get some enlightenment from you on the NFT thing, but we don't no one really knows what it is. But everybody seems to be in the uproar, some shit coming. But like I said at first, like the iPod, like the iPod, people was like, what the fuck is this though? Like, oh, you can have all your music, download music, whatever. We didn't know that we was going to have no physical music then. Like when the iPod came out, people still had tape decks and cards and CDs and stuff like that. But once they said, okay, all music is digital, you know how more valuable an iPod becomes. So an NFT, like they're selling NFTs, like this, we take this picture, boom, we put it up as an NFT and somebody owns the exclusive rights for it. We sell the rights to that picture to only them. I don't see the big deal in that, but I think that it's a long term, it's a bigger thing going on with it that we don't know about. Like, okay, we're gonna have digital picture frames or digital museums and something like that though. Right. But I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it, but I know it's some shit coming. Right. That's why I say shit. Shit is just some shit.
So you're basically just selling them your master copies and all, correct?
Right. The master of an actual thing,
right.
So I'm confused. Like I get it, but it doesn't make sense. It's not.
Yeah, it sounds kind of confusing.
Right.
To me, it sounds like like an eBay thing almost.
To
kind of a little bit.
I'm waiting on the end goal thing. Like I'm really waiting on to see what.
So are they doing anything else once you sell it to them?
No, they just own the exclusive. Like people selling NFTs for a lot of money though. It's like.
So let's say for you or whatever, I don't know, you took a picture or whatever of something, I don't know, in your house. Nobody else can see it, so it's exclusive. You put it, digitally, selling it for NFT for $5 or something like that. People buying it. Then they have it exclusively. They can resell it for 10 or something like that to whoever may want it, if somebody want it,
Or like I said, you got a lot of stuff going on. You finna blow. It's gonna be worth more
Man, cause I'd be pissed. I done sold it for a couple thousand, and he resell it for $1 billion. I was like,
But that's how it is, cause that's what Tory Lanez.
That's what he's selling.
But no, Tory.
I believe Lil Wayne did it too. He had
But see, now with Lil Wayne, I believe that has value.
Right.
And NFT with Lil Wayne has value. Tory Lanez.
Right.
It's not, not the Tory. He mean a lot, with like Lil Wayne.
But Lil Wayne the GOAT.
It's a GOAT, like something like that. So if you can buy an NFT, exclusive content or exclusive thing from like Lil Wayne, that means a lot more though.
I think it'd be real exclusive. He said, you know what? I'm never making music again. This is my last project. Putting this out, selling it, boom. That's gonna, that's
right.
Gonna
that's what makes it though, right? For Tory Lanez.
Right.
Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne can put an NFT out. It's gonna make some money.
Oh, definitely.
No, but like I say, Tory Lanez, you know you're not big as Lil Wayne. Come on.
Hell no.
So you what is some because I know you said you've been doing music since 2013. Who are some of your like influences of the music industry?
Definitely Lil Wayne for starters, because that's who I've been listening to in high school and coming up, all that. But one of the biggest person I've been watching recently is like Wiz Khalifa, on how they handle their group, like the Taylor Gangs, and watching DJ Khaled. Like I recently inboxed DJ Khaled, hoping he'd inbox me back. Like I'm like, bro, you're a big influence. I like how you can put anybody on the song, and it's there. So I'm hoping he reached back to me. Also, what else I've been listening to? Really them two. Like I got a lot of people that I like, but influence wise, it's like Lil Wayne, Biggie, and DJ Khaled. It's just like the way they handle stuff, and just like Biggie handling his group, and got them out there. Then now years later, they still doing their thing. I like P Diddy, not musically, but I like
business wise, right? Yeah.
So as far as film, do you have any influences like?
Oh, definitely. I got Spike Lee. It's a director called Director X. Yeah. Tyler Perry.
That sounds like some a Marvel X-Men type of doctor.
That's one thing. Is Director X little X? And he just took the little off.
Oh no, he black. He black. I think he's from overseas or something.
Oh.
Yeah, and then Stan Lee, like that was one of my biggest influences in that. I cried when Stan Lee passed. So, yeah. I love Marvel. I watch cartoons every day.
I mean, getting to the Marvel thing. Did you also hear that they said that like the X-Men was Stan Lee saying like with mutants, they were saying it's like black people and white people, and that Professor X was Martin Luther King and Magneto was
I heard that and I laughed about it.
I didn't hear that. Now he said what?
What is different? Like it make like they're saying that like how the world treats black people is like mutants. Like his whole thing with making them mutants and saying that they're like black people. And Professor X, he always wants to come together.
Right.
So he's Martin Luther King, and it's not Magneto. It's Magneto.
Yeah, Magneto.
Magneto
is supposed to be
is Malcolm X with their approaches to.
Oh, right.
I can see the metaphor from it.
Yeah, I can see it.
But like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that was his initial thing? Because there's some other stuff. Like, I mean, he created Black Panther.
Yeah.
So like.
But he may have just created Black Panther because of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because was that an original comic? Was the Black Panther?
Yeah,
Black Panther. Oh, well, you could tell I ain't into comics like that.
But then that's what they're saying, like, even with Wakanda's supposed to be advanced and all that stuff, Africa is, that's what they say, it's got to be about black people for real, because Africa is more advanced because they have natural resources, gold, copper, oil, all that stuff. So they're saying that it's possible.
That they got it.
That it's out there like
that. If they
that.
don't have it, the world still needs what
Akon about to make his own city, so it's gonna be a part of that.
What, in Africa?
Yeah.
Wait.
He said he got $80 billion worth of credit from China. And then he
once
already started building.
Once he did the lighting project, everybody came to it though.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that.
First of all, Akon's African.
Yeah.
I thought he was from like Jamaica.
From Senegal? Senegal, somewhere down there. Right. I think it's Senegal. Pardon me. But Yeah, like they have natural resources. That's why everybody keep coming, trying to start wars and kill people in Africa. Because they're trying to get to that oil, that copper, all that stuff.
Right.
So I want to take a trip over there. I know a lot of people that go over there. I want to go.
You got to be taking a lot of shots when you go over there, though. A lot of shots to go over there.
I ain't into needles like that. If it ain't tattooed, I don't need it.
I'm about to say, how many tattoos do you have? I see you got a lot on your arm. You almost got you a sleeve going on over there.
I say about like 23.
23.
Yeah. Oh, these ain't even done. I got to fill all the sleeves in.
Okay.
I got to finish my chest and back. And then I got to get my whole leg sleeves.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, we recently had a
leg sleeves. Yeah. I like how the Japanese they like their leg sleeves. I love it. Like it's dope. Like I got to get it from the ankle all the way up. I got to get it. It's dope. And then my hands. I really wasn't gonna get hand tattoos, but it just came out crispy. So I'm about to get them recolored in and touched up. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us again about what upcoming projects that you got going on. I know you already mentioned movies, and I think you mentioned some music stuff, but just repeat just so the viewers know again.
We got coming up. We got a movie called Young Boys. That's with Payroll, D-Boy. Y'all probably heard of Super T.
Yep.
Super T. She doing her thing. Shout out to Super T. That's Jet Lamont movie. We also got the Art of Betrayal. That's by my boy Chauncey. We got mixtapes coming up. We got my boy RJ Stack mixtape. We got Meat Man mixtape coming up. We got the TNT Part 2. That's me and my little brother. And then I also got 2 EPs coming up. One is called Destined for Greatness. The other one, I'm thinking on the name. It say Verse Me Now, but I might change the name. And then I'm trying to get my cousin to finish up his mixtape because he lyrically cold. I had him in a movie called Snatch. So we had a second movie premiere on August the 28th for it. It's directed by Jazzy the Non-Cent Poet, and it's featuring Gemini the Comic. So, that's about it. Yeah.
Right. But before you go, tell us about, just real quick, tell us about the EPs and, what was your, reasoning in making them? Like, what can we expect from these EPs?
You can expect my name, Turnt Up. That's really what it is. I want people to get to know me. Like, I got songs already, but this song's mean something to me. I got a song called Kick Shit. It's featuring my big bro Meat Man and my cousin Eastwood. And the song, it's got like the beat, it's got like a Korean vibe with it. And the song basically is like, man, I like to kick shit Bruce Lee with it. Like, I mentioned certain people, like I got Jackie Chan type of flow, so legendary. And then I say, shit be kind of scary, Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I also got another song on there called Big Dollars I just released. And it's like, imagine you have $1 billion, $1 million for one day. What can you do with it? You know what I'm saying? And it's just all about ideas that I have in my head. So, yeah, just out here trying to get it. So, and then the TNT project, we released the first one like years ago, but now this one we taking a little bit more serious. So me and my brother, we on a different type of mindset with this one. And the song that's real popping off the mixtape right now is called What I Gotta Do. The video out right now on YouTube. It's shot by Rival Media Group, and it give you that old school vibe. It's like an R&B song. I got my little brother on the hook, and it's like a real big song. Like it's getting there, so we're trying to get it to go viral. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, all right. Well, definitely appreciate you coming out again. Make sure you guys check out his upcoming EPs, upcoming film projects that he has coming out. I know I've seen the Betrayal ones. I thought, that they were really good, especially, for not being like one of those big production ones. They got like all these people behind you, like very well filmed.
But no, we know everybody in there. We probably had to hire 1 or 2 people out of town, but we know everybody in there.
Yeah. Again, as always, make sure you guys check out our previous videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.